Jillian Walker, and today I'm going to be talking about when the seasons change. So the Earth axis is an imaginary line going through the center, starting at the top and ending at the bottom of the Earth. The Earth rotates about said line, completing a full turn each day. The axis at which the Earth tilts is not straight, and that is why we experience seasons. During the year, the seasons change depending on the amount of sunlight reaching the Earth as it revolves around the sun. So the season of spring begins with the vernal equinox, which is March 20th. Summer begins with the summer solstice, which is June 21st. Autumn begins with the autumnal equinox, which is September 23rd. And then the winter solstice starts the winter season, which is December 21st.
Okay, my name is Robert Rivard, and I'm going to show you how the Earth rotates around the sun. So we're going to start where the northern hemisphere is closest to the sun, so they're going through a summer solstice right now, and the southern hemisphere is going through winter, and the Earth is going to rotate around the sun, and now the northern hemisphere are receiving the same amount of sunlight, so it's going through equinox, and it's going to continue until the southern hemisphere is going through summer solstice, so the sun is closest to the southern hemisphere, and the northern is going through a winter solstice, and it will continue to another equinox, where both the north and the southern hemisphere are receiving the same amount of light, and it will return back to where the northern hemisphere.
I'm Jack Helbis. I'll be talking about the differences between the hemispheres. No matter the time of year, the northern and southern hemispheres always experience opposite seasons. For example, throughout the year, different parts of Earth receive the sun's most direct rays. This means when the North Pole tilts towards the sun, it's summer in the northern hemisphere, which means that when the South Pole tilts towards the sun, it's winter in the northern hemisphere.
Okay, I'm Catherine Taitella, and I'll be talking about the solstice and the equinox. During an equinox, the tilt axis is oriented neither towards or away from the sun. It happens twice a year in March and September. It takes the same amount of time for every location to rotate in and out of the sunlight, meaning that every location on Earth has 12 hours of sunlight and 12 hours of darkness. We also have two solstices per year, the December solstice and the June solstice. These occur when the Earth's tilt towards the sun is at its maximum. The summer solstice happens when the sun is directly over the Tropic of Cancer. For every place north of the Tropic of Cancer, the sun is at the highest point in the sky and it is the longest day of the year. The winter solstice is the shortest day and the longest night of the year. It happens when the sun is directly over the Tropic of Cancer.
My name is Savannah Sornin. The length of a day changes throughout the year due to the Earth's axis being tilted toward or away from the sun. In the December solstice, any lines of latitude in the southern hemisphere are more in the sunlight than in the latitudinal lines in the northern hemisphere. So during the December solstice, in the southern hemisphere, the days are longer and the nights are shorter. During the June solstice, the axis of the Earth is now pointed at the sun in the northern hemisphere, so the days are no longer and the nights are shorter. Lengths of days versus nights from season to season increases with increasing latitude, either north or south of the equator. The only exception of this is the equator, which does not experience seasonal time changes, so it always has 12-hour days and 12-hour nights.
Hi, this is Ahmed Al-Masri, and the question is, why is the moon is different between Arizona and Michigan? It's about the time zones. So Arizona in mountain time and Michigan in eastern.